gonna be terrible.
Hello and welcome to Best of the Bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze, and I had some audio going on this in the background, and I didn't want to do that. Oops. Still being unprofessional, as per usual. And tonight, we have reached the bottom of the bottom, and we'll get to that here just briefly as I fix my headphones because they feel loose af.
You mean that?
But I'm yes. Top. I consider it so far down the bottom, it's almost under the shelf. But I am Justin, and this is
Diane.
And we are bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. And one thing we like to do before we get things rolling, we start off with something that is called the Bag-a-Doom. In this bag, we have some various random shots that I pick up from a local liquor store. I tell the clerk, just put some random shots in here and let's see what kind of surprises we get. And that is what we're going to do here before we get this ball of rolling. Oh, it's your turn first, damn it. Yeah. Reaching across time waves and all this nonsense.
Smirnoff Berry Lemon.
Smirnoff spicy tamarind.
Ooh, I've never heard of that one.
I have actually tried it once, and it's quite delicious and quite spicy.
Ooh.
It's one spicy meatball. Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Boop. Oh, sorry if that was a big loud gulp. I think I've had this before on here. It's not bad.
You might have. Ooh. This thing starts off very, very sweet, and then it gets quite a spicy. That's good.
Spicy.
It's good. It's a spicy meatball.
What is it? Is it like, what's the flavor?
It's like chili powder and tamarind. It's like a Mexican candy in a shot form.
Ah.
But it has just a little bit more spice than you'd get in like some of your candies. It's warm in here, and I just realized my fan is pointing at the floor.
Aha. Suffer.
Anyways, this is Best of the Bottom, and if you like or enjoy the sort of thing, we do this live right here on Twitch every Monday at 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The math changes. I think it's like 11 Eastern, 7 or something like that Pacific. I don't know. But it's 9 o'clock here in the Southwest. We're Mountain Standard Time. And if you like listening to us on just an audio form, we also have that available to you on Podbean. It's on the Podbean app. It's Perico Productions, or shit, I forgot my own website address. Find us on Podbean, podbean.com. It's on the app. I am so unprepared. Jesus Christ. Eventually we'll be wherever podcasts are found, because we were once there. You can find a bunch of old podcasts where we were.
Oh, Jesus.
There, yes. Because I once had all this in order when we were focusing on all the audio, but now I've been focusing on the video, and I screwed up doing all the audio thing. I mean, I'm only like 70% professional. But then you can also find us on YouTube at the Perico Productions. We also have a nice little website called pericoproductions.com, and that has links to everything. You go there, it has links to everything. There's some merchandise there. One of these days, we will wear this merchandise to show it off, but I haven't got it yet. So eventually, we will show it off. And like, share, subscribe, follow us right here on Twitch. Same thing on YouTube. And I think that's done with all the admin stuff. So let's get down to the fun. Why, hello, Bucket List. Hello, sir. It's a pleasure to see you here in the chat. We've just gotten done with our lovely little bag of doom. But what we have here now, it is time for what we call the Florida Man. This is where I find a random Florida Man headline, and we get into a little improv. We just read the headline, don't read the story, and we just make it up. Oh, we miss you too, Bucket List. I'm glad to see you here. But in this week's Florida Man, I'm on the wrong screen. We have a Florida man swung a sword in a road rage attack. And this is quite simple. Very simple. He's a time traveler.
Ah, yeah.
You see, he somehow was, riding his noble steed, heading off to battle in medieval times, not the restaurant, the actual era. He was heading off to the Crusades. Whether he agree with it or not, that happened. That's likely where he went off to. Let's leave this up here. So he's riding off into the Crusade. Somehow, out of nowhere, wormhole opens up in front of him, and bam, flies out. He's right there in the middle of a Jacksonville street, almost gets hit by a car, knocks over his noble steed, and he's like, "Oh, thy wench fuckface, I shall smite thee." And he starts swinging that motherfucking sword around, and he's going after that son of a bitch because he took down his noble steed.
Oh,
and the rest was history.
This is my favorite Florida Man you've ever done. I don't think I can try and top that. That is an amazing. That's an amazing story.
I mean, clearly, that's the only thing that makes sense is time travel. It really is. I mean,
and that insult. So
yes,
so beautiful.
Thy wench, fuckface. I smite thee.
Put that
and
on
bam,
a t-shirt.
he started. That would be a good T-shirt. And then he just started swinging away at the guy's car, and next thing you know, police are coming, and no Crusades. Off to the county jail for this poor man that was just avenging his noble steed.
Oh, I mean, what a story! I love it. I'm honestly gonna go off of your vibes and say he was on his way to work from medieval times, the actual restaurant. Shit went down, and he,
and
he's just
he's a method actor. He was still in character. He hadn't quite, come down yet. Almost got hit in the crosswalk.
Yeah, I mean,
and then once again.
Whatever happens to this man, it is not his fault. But he had a sword with him, and he unsheathed it. So,
sometimes you gotta unsheathe the sword and smite the wench fuckface.
Fuckfaces, 100%.
Definitely. I mean, what else you gonna do?
By the way, not mad at this guy. A guy comes out like with a sword, I think that would scare me even more than a gun. I know a gun is probably a little bit more deadly, but a sword makes me think this person might be slightly crazy and more willing to use it, I'm like, this dude just pulled out a fucking sword he's down to scrap. Like,
Oh, and we got a couple of new follows. Thank you.
thank
A
you.
mahi fish, free mahi mahi, free mahi mahi. Spaceman dips. Oh, and Moonbeam is raiding us. Oh, thank you for a
Yay!
raid
Thank
already
you.
right in here in the stream. Thank you. It's lovely to see you here. Thank you for the raid. It's
Thank you.
fabulously fucking tastic. But yeah, Spaceman dips and free mahi mahi. Have followed us, so thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. We're about to get to the part where we introduce what bottom shelf booze we shall be partaking in this evening and giving our little review. Our little thank you. Boom. I'm just gonna bust out with a little raid things here. Give everybody a little. Everybody's giving us a little raid. And hello, free mahi mahi. All right. So tonight, Diane has been clamoring for this.
Yes.
If you listen to some of the older audio stuff.
Oh God.
Oh, we got another follow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, I hit click the wrong button. Thank you, Taurus Tashi. All right. So we have gone with the bottom of the bottom shelf. Diane has been clamoring for Importer's Vodka. We just got the half pints right now. We have some pre-mixed things out here in front of us that we'll be sampling here shortly. Importer's Vodka is one of the cheapest things you can get next to, Colson's, Importer's, Crystal Palace, Dark Eyes.
Yeah, all in the same.
All of those are just, hey. we
I mean, yeah, this is to me the king of bottom class booze, and I feel like we wouldn't be
we'd be remiss.
class.
We'd be remiss if we did not bring this into the show. If you go back and listen to some of the older podcasts when it was just audio on, not on Podbean, I think you can find it on Apple Podcasts. I think we're on Google Play. I think there's some on Spotify. Oh, hello, Fox King. She's here too. Hello. I didn't leave that up long enough. Hello. Appreciate you jumping in. Oh, come on. Enough with this bougie stuff. We will have this bougie showdown at some point. We will gather some evidence. We will gather a jury, and we will have this down. We will find a judge, and we will sort this out properly. All right. Maybe we'll even find some attorneys. I don't know. This will be a thing. This will be a thing. Man, we're busting out the importers. Now, little disclaimer: I do not encourage drinking underage or being irresponsible. Yes, and welcome to the show, everybody else that's rated us. I don't give a proper welcome. I got too excited over seeing all the new chats and the new taglines and the names. But
I can't see the chat also. I just want to.
Why can't you see the chat?
I don't know, but I can't see it.
Son of a bitch! I fixed this. You're supposed to see the chat. Let me see.
I can kind of see the reflection off like the back of your, like on the front of your double or nothing thing. Right. So maybe just blast it.
let me see. I clicked the thing. Maybe you can see it now. Yeah. Thank you, Maverick, for doing your mod duties. You're a lovely chap. Good day, sir.
The very best.
Now back in my youthful days, I need to put a disclaimer out here. High school, do not encourage underage drinking because it's a crime and I'm an adult, and do not drink underage. Bam. Disclaimer done. But once in high school, it was always Importers, Crystal Palace, whatever it was. We would usually get a half gallon, and it'd be a group of our buddies. Yes, it was in a Galaxy far, far away and a long time ago. Fox thinks now we are not using OBS or Streamlabs for this. For the podcast, when we're away, we stream on StreamYard. Uh, I'll do Streamlabs when we're here together. Just because I had trouble integrating stuff, so it's a whole long admin thing that you probably don't care about. But yeah, right now we're just using the StreamYard because it's easier to do it when we're away like this. It just simplifies everything 100%. But we'd pick up a half gallon of some jungle juice. Jungle juice, that was a thing too. But we would get just a half gallon. We would take shots, usually double or triple shot glass, and then we would mix a mixed drink with Hawaiian Punch, and we'd just sit there and take shots and then chase it with our Hawaiian Punch mixed drink, just like a good old ghetto boy should. And that's how we did it. Occasionally, we did do the jungle juice thing, but we were poor, so we couldn't afford all the fruits. So Hawaiian Punch was cheaper. Yes. I do. Yes, she's supposed to be seeing the chat. I changed things when we did the interview with Greg D'Alessandro from Wiki World News, and for some odd reason, now she can't see the chat. I don't know why. And I have the box clicked where she can see it. Complications. Anyways, I digress. So, yes, Diane, open your phone. You can see the chat there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Holy shit! I'm so derailed by this thought of. Okay, so we get our importers, we do our shots, we sit there and we chill, and we drink importers, and we do our Hawaiian Punch. That is the way we did things back in the day.
Nope.
So, what I have done, Dan, as soon as you're ready, we'll do my mixed shot thing. Oh, and by the way, these are like $1.99. And they're 40% alcohol, like your typical boozes are. I don't have a whole lot of history behind importers. I tried to look it up to see if I can find the history of it. It's just some cheap ass vodka, man. And when you need vodka and you only got a couple of bucks, importers, Colson's, that's for you. So I got my. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
At Walgreens for a full pint of it. I mean, I know not every Walgreens sells booze, depending on where you live, but for a pint of Colson's, it's $3.25 with tax. That's how cheap this shit is.
Yeah, I think these are also like $2.99 for a full pint. And then if you want the full fifth, you're talking $5 for a half gallon. You're talking 10 at most.
It is.
So it's a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah.
So if you need a lot of banging and only have a little bit of buck, there you go.
It's 100% what you want.
Mm-hmm. So I've got myself my shot poured. This is going to be the debut of Bazonga's McGee. Now, we used to have a shot glass that we name Tits McGee, but unfortunately, she's gone missing. I don't know. She lived a wild lifestyle. I have no idea what happened to her. I'm hoping she's living a happy life up in Canada somewhere, maybe Ottawa, and she's getting her life together. I'm not sure. She disappeared. I've been concerned. We've notified the authorities, but unfortunately, there's nothing.
Ripperoni.
We don't know.
Is right.
Yes. But we were able to get a hold of her because during this whole time is searching for Tits McGee. We got in contact. We've been talking to Bazongas O'Shea, and she is here to make her cinematic debut, her podcast debut. Here is Bazongas O'Shea, cousin to Tits McGee. She's a little bit more free than her cousin, so I'm censoring for just
need
to
to get
be.
her some pasties.
I know. I was trying to find something here to make some pasties.
I'll sew
But
her a boob tube.
yeah, but I ain't got nothing. So yeah, some tassels would be nice. That would be
Oh,
great.
yes.
That'd be perfect for Bazongas O'Shea. So I'm gonna take my shot. Her back's gonna be to you guys. I apologize. I know it's a little rude, but we made a compromise. We've been talking over this. She was protesting that I covered up the nippage, but I was like, man, this is a family show. We we just can't have these bazongas all to and fro. It's just it's inappropriate. It's just we don't want to get banned.
The female form is beautiful.
It
It's a
is
shame.
in all forms, but unfortunately, the rest of the
Ceramic or
world
otherwise.
doesn't agree. So we've had to make a compromise. But do you have your shot ready?
Um, Not really, because I already poured like my shot, so I still have to pour like just a straight up shot,
Oh,
and I'm pouring it back into this
well,
Smirnoff thing.
once again, we're not quite prepared.
Yeah, I didn't I forgot that we were also
Oh,
gonna just take one straight up.
yeah, I kind of figured we're banned in Saudi Arabia. It's on. I already got the emails. It's all right. It's okay.
Okay.
But at least we're still reaching some international stage. That's the important thing. So, cheers to our new friend, Bazongas O'Shea.
Oh, oh. It's the worst. It's the worst,
Yes, international, like Alaska and Hawaii.
It's
No, no,
definitely not something you drink for the taste.
we do have an international audience. Some people from Ireland wanted to eat my ass. So we've discussed this on a previous podcast. So
The worst. Like,
so this importer still tastes like paint thinner. It really does. But it's the Hawaiian punch and the importers, the little mixed drink kind of brings it all together, and it gives you an extra punch at the end.
I forgot we were supposed to. Okay.
Jesus. That is true. Alaska does belong to Canada. And, they probably would have claimed it, but unfortunately, manifest destiny or something happened. Things go awry. I think the Hawaiian punch works well.
I feel like I'm gonna take this off for. I can't get a decent enough gulp.
Okay. Now, I was thinking we should move on to booze in the news, let these shots settle, and then we'll do your shot. Your shot history, and we'll come back to it. So let me make a little adjustment here and pull up my notes. So it is time for booze in the news. I don't have a graphic for it or music, but booze in the news. So I discovered something. This is coming from an article I found on Lonely Planet. Apparently, there is a tequila train in Mexico, and is Mundo Cuervo's Jose Cuervo Express. And so, first off, there's a train that you just drink tequila on. That's freaking amazing.
That
It
sounds
does
like
sound like the worst dating site ever.
I feel like
Somebody
feel
didn't think through the branding yet,
yeah.
but what
I feel
else?
like that could be the best idea or the worst idea. Like I don't know if I want to be on a train full of people drunk on tequila necessarily, but also that sounds fantastic.
I don't know. We'll get to it here. So this train runs between the towns of Tequila, Mexico, and Guadalajara, and obviously they serve tequila on the train and tequila-based cocktails. But the reason why this is in the news because I guess this train has actually been there for quite a while, and they have added in December. They have unveiled the Elite Wagon. Okay, so on the Elite Wagon, it features educational tastings, a menu full of cocktails with premium tequila, Reserva de la Familia, and they make all their cocktails with that on there, and they are unlimited. You can just sit there and drink the cocktails for the low price of $166 US dollars. You can ride this train and drink your tequila cocktails for $166. Let me
I
go
don't
into the chat here.
I
Yes.
feel like paying that much amount of money, I would take it as like, all right, I'm gonna definitely get my money's worth, and then I would end up like passed out somewhere because
But see, on this train, you chill on the train, you drink your tequila cocktails. They have tasting classes. They have all kinds of different things to kind of educate you on the finer points of quality tequila. And
I agree, Moonbeam. I agree.
I don't know. I don't know about tasting classes, but either way, the big thing is it's unlimited tequila. And then along the train ride, they have entertainment. They do mariachi bands and I guess Mexican games that aren't specified in this article. So I don't know if they're just playing like La Torilla or what you're doing on there. They didn't specify. But once you get to the township of Tequila, you'll take a tour of the oldest distillery in Latin America, and it's called La Rajena, and it's it's the little Jose Cuervo, the original distillery for Jose Cuervo. Now we have here. So this is what your little train looks like. These are your standard cabins. What the fuck? My alarm just went off. Where is... So here's your standard area. And then I think this is this. No, that's the standard bar area for I don't know why we got a random license plate. They rearranged shit while I had this shit on hold. You get a nice little view of all the tequila farms where they're growing all your random stuff there. So obviously, let me go. Where's the tequila bar again? So that's your standard tequila bar area. All right. Now, the new thing they're introducing is the the what do they call it? The elite wagon. So in the elite wagon, they have like bigger windows. It's fancier. It's nicer. Your drinks are free, and everything else. And as soon as this ad quits going, I will
Are,
show you.
are your drinks are free? So wait, do you pay the
You pay
166
you
and then
pay the
you
one
still
sixty
have
six.
to pay?
No, once you pay the 166 for the elite wagon, all
Oh,
your all your all your drinks are covered, man. So this is what the elite wagon area looks like. See, it's all fancy and shit. They got bigger windows, so you can chill, watch the nice little, everything go by. Look over the tequila, the agave farms, and through the mountain ranges, and it's supposed to be a cool little experience. And I mean, for 166, that's not a bad price. I'd be
do
down for that.
do they have a cabin where you can like pass out or something, or do you
You know
just
what?
like do you
That's an
just die where you're sitting? Like,
that's an excellent question that I don't have an answer for.
how many
But
bathrooms are on board? I just maybe this is like for super classy people, but I'm just thinking like I would be really testing the limits of like
mm, you know, those are all excellent questions that were not answered in this article. So maybe I should
and food. Do they have food or no food?
I'm sure they got some kind of food there. They focused on the cocktails. This is the booze in the news, not food in the news.
Well, I'm just thinking like, okay, I like the idea, but I'm also like, I would get trash. And I just want to know if I got to be trashed in front of all these people, or do I have a place where I can just, you know,
um, I mean, it doesn't because it's not like it's an overnight trip. It's I think it's like 6 or 7 hour ride. It's just kind of chilling. You're drinking. You're hanging out. You're having fun. Um,
that would be a test of my what's the word? Um,
oh, that is true. Tequila does bring the worst out in lesser mortals.
that's I mean, I can drink tequila. I can't drink whiskey. Whiskey kills me. I turn into a raging bitch. I can't I can't do whiskey. But
No,
it would be a real test of like my moderation and those kind of skills, because I just feel like if I'm on there for 8 hours with just unlimited booze.
oh, Moonbeam can't drink whiskey either, and that's a fact. Weren't you drinking whiskey when you punched me in the face?
Probably. I did punch him in the face once, but still once is one too many.
it was a bit of a calamity.
Yeah,
But yeah, she did punch me in the face once. I
once
mean, I will say I
and
partly
still.
deserved it. I partly deserved it. There's a whole backstory behind it, so it's
Yeah, yeah. I that was not a good day or time or
yeah. It was a disaster in so many aspects. It
for
really
so many
was.
reasons, and yeah, not proud of that one. But yeah, I can have one shot of whiskey, but no more.
Yeah.
I can have a mixed drink with whiskey one, but I wouldn't even tempt myself with more. I like to think I'm in a better place now, so even if I did drink whiskey, maybe I wouldn't be so shitty, but I'm not willing to test it.
I I I would say you're definitely a much better place. You haven't gotten too crazy lately. And Moomy says, I'd hope so. If she walked in smashed, and hey, I'd be amazed and terrified of her power.
Uh,
I And of course, Maverick says he wasn't there, but he believes I deserved it.
He didn't deserve it, but
Like at least I 10% deserved it.
uh, I would say 15, but I would
Okay,
say I would say
I'll
okay.
give you 15.
You didn't deserve to be hit at all. So the thing is 0%, but at the same time, like yeah, you know what you did.
I deserved the words.
Yes, you definitely deserved a good stern talking.
uh, well, I don't want to. I can't get into the whole details of things because it involves other people, and I can't spread. I guess I can give like the minor details. Basically, I was dating one of Diane's friends. There's a 10-year age difference. I was
That's not even like the issue though.
no, but the issue is both of us were unsure about telling Diana and Deborah about it. And then we were going to tell them, but Diane found out before we said anything and then became a big old huge thing. I'm just giving the basic laydown, but basically it was just.
Well, okay. Well, I don't want to get into it because I feel like not explained well enough. But at the same time,
I know,
like,
but at the same time, I can't give like the full details because it's not. It
But
involves other people, but yes. But
it
I will
was
say,
just
I should have just said, there was things that happened,
because
and
the thing is, I wasn't even mad about it when I found out about it. I wasn't even mad about it.
you're mad
Like
because we didn't tell you.
I was mad because you didn't tell me.
Yes,
Because I don't
and
know what you thought was going to happen, but I like you're all grown adults, and I don't
I
care
know,
about that. But you didn't tell me,
I
and
know.
that I had to. I mean, she told me. That's how I
Yeah,
found out, and she said that you said not to tell us.
yeah. I was just,
So I was like, "What the fuck?" I don't know what you thought was going to happen, but I'm more mad that you told one of my friends to lie to me, or to not than
yeah,
I was at the situation at all.
yeah. And I get it. I still wasn't sure if you're going to be upset about it, and that's why I wanted to say it like I wanted to let you know in a different manner. But it's the past. We both made mistakes.
I
We
punched you in the face, and I shouldn't have punched you in the face. It really wasn't that big of a deal, and I swear to God, it was never. When I found out, my thought wasn't, "I'm gonna punch Justin in the face," but like after a crazy amount of whiskey, it became, you know what, I'm gonna punch Justin in the face.
and it happens. It
Yeah.
happens. So there's some random history for you. There's some booze on the news for you. Oh, all right.
But yeah, no whiskey for me.
Yes, Diane.
Never.
Booze on the news is over. What is your preferred delivery method of this turpentine? Here.
Well, I have been drinking Colson's or
Well, we're doing
importers. Sorry,
importers.
we have importers. It's
I mean
about the same.
importers. Yes, booze in the news. Diane goes Hulk. Diane smash on whiskey.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Um, yeah, I've been drinking importers now for a long time. Um, it has been the love of my life and the bane of my existence. um, uh, now we're still on good terms, but and
Sometimes bad decisions are made.
yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, I've been so excited to review it, and there was like worries that we were gonna get too fucked up to
Yes, yes.
to do this, and so I understand why we didn't do it right away. But like my thing I do is I get Rose's lime juice and I just put a little bit of that in the shot. Just fill the shot up most of the way, and then just pour a little bit, and then you're good.
All right. I mean, it's got to be better. It's got to
For
be.
For a while, I was taking shots of importers with just water. You just take a shot and chug a bunch of water right away. Because I was not trying to do all the calories of chasers and stuff like that. I'm like, I've already too many calories in like the alcohol. So I was doing water for a while, and it's actually not that bad, but it's still not ideal if you're looking for flavor or anything like that.
That's true.
So I would say Rose's lime juice is the best for
The
that
best,
situation.
the best for cheap whiskey.
For cheap
I
anything.
mean, cheap vodka.
Uh, I don't know how it would be with whiskey, but I imagine.
Probably terrible, actually. Lime and whiskey just doesn't seem like it goes together. But to getting over troubled times.
My shot glass says "moo bitch," just in case anybody was wondering. Cheers. Not that bad.
I would definitely say that's significantly better.
Yeah.
I don't really need the chaser for that. So
Yeah, you just pour just a teeny bit because it doesn't take that much. Like Rose's lime juice is pretty. It's kind
yeah,
of syrupy, and it just. Plus, I like gimlets, which are just vodka ice and Rose's lime juice,
yeah,
and yeah, it's like a
yeah,
shot version of a gimlet. So that's what I was doing for a long time.
and it
I don't
works.
know. I don't know how much Rose's lime juice actually costs,
It was $3.24.
but a thing like this will last you like a decent amount of time.
Yeah, it's more concentrated. I mean, this was $1.94 or 74.
I have my own pass with like Hawaiian punch. That kind of gets me because like before there was alcohol, there was me and my friends in high school had we all skipped school and we went to this because I have a bunch of parks by my house. Not a bunch, but at least two. But
Got a whole bunch of parks, all two of them.
all two of them. And we went down to the park. We ate a shit ton of cake and drank a shit ton of Hawaiian punch. People were throwing up in at the park in the trash cans, and it was just one of those good old fashioned, like pretty sober times. I mean, we were all hyped up on sugar, but like that was
That
it. And we called it the best day ever. I had all these pictures of it. It was so fun, and every time I think about like just the times we used to have because like at a certain age everything became about drinking, at least for my group. And then like every time I think back on that, I was like, dude, we were all sober and acted like idiots. Like it was like we might as well all have been drunk.
hey, that's the best part about being a child.
It was amazing.
Yeah, and so this is my take on your little thing. I took some of your rose lime juice, about a shot or so of vodka, just a splash of water, actually maybe 2 shots, and then I poured some of that lime juice in here. I have no idea what this tastes like, but I'm hoping for the best.
I
That's
think
what I
it'll
did
be
with mine. Did you make the same or no?
no, I didn't. I only
Oh,
brought one glass in here, and it's still got stuff in
that was a terrible idea.
it. Is it
It just-
worse?
I mean, it it's overpoweringly Rose's lime juice.
I like Rose's lime juice. It's tasty.
It
It's
is,
just
but like, would you want to drink a bottle of it?
not a whole bottle, but
Yeah.
I could
So
get like a quarter of the way down.
yeah, um, it wasn't great. It's probably going to give me massive heartburn. Uh, that's uh, that's where I've kind of ended up on this whole situation. And yeah, that was It was unpleasant. It was unpleasant. Just what I was doing. I think it was better off the way you did it. Just a little splash of the lime juice in the shot. It goes down much smoother. My idea was freaking terrible. So if you're thinking about doing what I did, just don't. Just don't. It's not worth the effort. If you want to do mixed drink, do the Hawaiian punch and some vodka.
Yeah, that's not bad. Hawaiian Punch is good at covering booze. I have found that out throughout the years. Like Hawaiian Punch is a pretty good.
Oh yeah, dude. It's a strong, cover of funkiness.
I don't drink it straight up anymore just because best day ever also fucked up the Hawaiian Punch for me.
This is the first time I've had Hawaiian Punch in years. I haven't drank Hawaiian Punch in quite some time. I really haven't. It just I don't know. Probably all those times in my adventurous youth where I probably puked way too much Hawaiian Punch. It's just not something I've just gone back to so readily.
Yeah, I threw up Hawaiian Punch and it came out my nose, and then that'll do it, That's the last thing you want.
So since we're talking about the bottomest of the bottom shelf, shall we talk about somebody else that has hit rock bottom in the last 6 months? That is my segue too.
I feel like that was a good segue.
That is a good segue. So let me
but I feel like that, yeah, okay.
Prelude into how I found this. Apparently this happened a little while ago. There was this whole thing with some YouTube influencers, Shane Dawson, who apparently is one of the biggest YouTubers from what I know. I've only heard of him fairly recently. And Jeffree Star, who I did hear about previously just through you and Deborah and his little makeup line and everything else. And was it Tati?
I think it's like Westbrook or something.
Westbrook. That. I don't know why I was going to call her Woodstock. Tati Westbrook. So apparently there was whole ordeal about some makeup stuff, trying to take out, was it Jesse Charles? James Charles, who also does makeup stuff. And whatever reason, they decided they need to take him down. It was some beef between James Charles and Jeffree Star that led to Shane Dawson jumping on with Jeffree Star, and they convinced Tay Conti to put this whole thing called Goodbye Sister, where she's kind of talked about James Star being a predator and kind of a bunch of shit that just ended up being completely 100% not true. And all this shit that happened, and then it turned out that it was Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson behind it, which led to people looking into some of the backstories. It did have some Jeffree Star stuff that happened with some racism and stuff, but the Shane Dawson stuff was definitely a freaking disaster. I came across this because I fell asleep. I just put my YouTube on. I had some videos playing, and I don't even know what the algorithm ended up on this, but I woke up to it was D'Angelo Wallace talking about all this stuff. And basically, Tay Conti released a video apologizing and trying to say that she was manipulated and everything else. And essentially, it led to this complete and total shit show that I'm going to show you here in just a mere moment. So her video ended up leading to this here. And this happened on, I don't know. Was it June 30th? Right here.
This woman is a fucking, oh my God. I'm going to wait till as many people get in here as possible because I'm losing my mind. Keep playing it. Keep
I
playing
didn't
it.
even know I was making a video. So how is it that so many editorial outlets knew that something was coming before
He's
I
melting
Because
down.
you mentioned drama channels. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do you know what I would say though? Well, I'll wait, I
Something
guess.
he claimed was an audio
I
file.
I feel like that I'm more willing to hey, you stopped and somebody's called Agora's bottom bitch. That's cool. But um, or Doors, I can't read it. But anyway, the way he reacts, like I feel like I'm inclined to believe him a little more just because I've had moments where it's just like you can't believe what you're hearing. And like when somebody's lying on you, like I'm not defending, I'm not team Shane or anything like that. I don't, but just the way he acts is like, that's totally me when I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like pacing and all this drama shit, like that's me.
Yeah. Oh, it gets even crazier here.
From an alleged victim and told me to listen to the pain in their voice. The audio was clearly a small portion of
Oh my
a larger
God.
conversation.
He's just totally melting down.
It wasn't enough for me to contact the authorities. It was enough to scare me.
Well, then why would you make a
But-
video on the matter claiming these allegations?
Because she is a fucking. I can't. I don't want to say mean things about people. This is insane. This is insane. This person literally. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Keep pressing play. I need to get through this video so I can fucking. Oh my god.
He's just totally melting down over everything that she says. I guess apparently at some point he starts like going off on her. She talks about being like sexually assaulted, and then he goes off saying that, you know, he dismisses hers and says, well, I was sexually assaulted and all this shit. And it's just this horrible fucking meltdown that happens.
As a victim of abuse,
I think his girlfriend is making him get off.
You are so
His
manipulative.
boyfriend.
Think of facing public.
You're fake. You're fake.
He's got a
crying.
boyfriend
You are
and a
fake
girlfriend.
crying. You are
Oh,
fake
does he now?
crying. That is not
Yeah.
real. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was molested. I have been. Oh my god. That is not.
And I made no mention of it in my video.
Oh my god.
Get off.
The night before posting my
Oh yeah, I think his
video
boyfriend
with
tells
my
him.
sister,
Oh my god.
I texted Shane sharing my concerns for James Charles, that he was out of the country on the high floor of a hotel, and I was afraid for him.
I know. Either way, he has this whole little meltdown there over, I guess, the video where she's kind of being like, hey, man, you know, I was manipulated by these two, blah, 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 which there's a whole thing about her story, which kind of sounds like she doesn't really take ownership of, you know, making her own mistakes. I think she fucked up too. But what amazed me is some of the other shit that came out about this guy from like I'm amazed that this guy has even had the platform that he does with some of the shit that like got him famous. Have you seen some of these videos?
Actually, I have. I think one of my friends, back in the day, she really liked him, and she would show me the like blackface shit and all this other stuff, and I was just like, yeah.
Oh, dude, it was terrible.
I've actually met Jeffree Star, so like,
Yeah.
I mean, not in a like, I mean, it wasn't bad or anything, but he was the first person I like met who was kind of famous and made me go like, okay, I don't want to meet anybody else. It just made me realize, because it's like, what do we have in common besides I like you? And I was just like, he's heard everything I have to say 1,000 times, and just like the lack of interest. Not saying that it was like, I understand the lack of interest, because it's like, how when you have fans coming up to you all the time and saying the same shit, like what do you expect? It's not like I was going to try and have a meaningful conversation with Jeffree Star. So it's like, he was the first person who made me go like, you know what? I have no interest in meeting anybody else famous. I just realized like, it's not a magical moment. It's just awkward. You don't know this person. Like
Yeah.
it's weird.
I don't know. Like when I was sitting there and I met the Aquabats and the Bat Commander, we kept chatting and he kept talking to me until their little handler was like, "Oh man, we got more line." I've
Yeah.
had pleasant experiences.
I mean, of course you do, but like I'm I'm an awkward person anyway, and it's just like I just remember just like geeking out and then being like, oh, like this is just a weird situation to be in. Cause it's like, oh, I loved your show. You were great, blah blah blah. And it's like not even like I'm not saying that he was shitty because I
Yeah,
wouldn't say that, but it's like the disinterest part of it of just like, yeah, I hear that every day. Like
yeah,
that kind of shit. I was just kind of like, oh, and then just being like, okay, there's really nothing else to talk about, besides like,
yeah. I mean, when I met Eddie Ift, he was cool as shit. I enjoyed chilling with him. I mean, he was a little bit distracted because he's getting ready to go on stage, but I got to chill with him, talking for a little bit, and he was a nice guy, and it was a nice little conversation. Moved on, and then we chilled out, watched a show. Then I chilled out with a couple of the other openers. It was a fun time.
cause I like, I watched, I was like a fan of Jeffrey when he was on MySpace and he went to Warp Tour, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go fucking
Yeah.
see him, and like this is gonna be great. And I was like, first row, everything. There wasn't really a big crowd or anything, but like,
Yeah. Was that the same year that Bad Religion was there and we went and saw them?
no, this
Or was
was
that
like I was in maybe ninth grade, sixth grade, sixth grade or ninth grade. Pick
3
one.
years? Yeah,
I can't
whatever.
remember when I first
They're multiples of
started
3.
going to Warp Tour, but it was. I think I quit going around like um maybe 10th
Oh
grade.
shit.
I don't remember, but yeah, he was there, and I just remember really liking him on MySpace when I was younger, and I like now I would not be interested at all. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I was like, oh, I was young. I wasn't a scene kid, but I hung out with a lot of scene kids, and I feel like that's what I blame the whole Jeffree Star phase on.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
also, like he was the first kind of person who I saw like that, and I was like, oh, there's this dude, and like I mean, my Christian sheltered life, like I was just like, this dude's cool, like I fucking love this.
oh shit. God damn it. God damn it. I accidentally clicked on something I wasn't ready for. So, shall we screen share the next calamity?
Yes.
So, a lot of these I actually got from D'Angelo Wallace because he edited some of the stuff, and some of the stuff that they show is a little bit too much when it gets a little bit further in. And I felt like, he showed face. It just, so,
Now,
but anyways,
we're gonna take a look at Shane Dawson in the past. We're gonna get what it is, which
Damn it.
is Shane Dawson said it best himself. Blackface was something that he
his is
did
blackface.
a lot. Like he did it a lot on his channel. I saw someone tweet that Shane Dawson has done more blackface than actual makeup looks. Now I found that pretty hilarious, but then I realized that is not an exaggeration. That is a factually correct statement. I know this really.
But yeah, that's D'Angelo Wallace and his little thing. But
He's so cute.
he had some more
So
stuff.
handsome.
Oh, that's not the right one. Where is it?
How much shot do you have left?
I'm out of shots. I just got the mixed drink stuff.
Oh, okay, because I still have like a shot, and I didn't mix as much stuff in mine. Maybe that's why like my shit tastes so good.
Maybe
Less alcohol.
I might have put too much. That lime juice shit was the Rose's
Oh
lime
yeah,
was just too
I
much.
I forgot you had a whole nother drink you did. But continue. Forgive me. Will I get boofy blitzed? Just kidding.
Oh fuck! I just deleted something I didn't want to delete. Oh, I'm so bad at this screen sharing shit. I'm so bad at it.
It's your first time, sweetie. We'll forgive you.
Just I keep messing everything up. For the love of
You're on
Jesus.
importers, okay? The highest of the bottom, the king of the bottom class. Our Walgreens, one of the Walgreens had to start putting those like things on it so you couldn't steal it. Cause like it's also the drink. I don't know. I don't know if this is shitty to say, but it's the drink of the homeless in our area.
Well, that's actually fairly. It's just not just in our area, pretty much any area.
Well,
It's just
yeah. I mean, I don't know. And our Walgreens sell alcohol, so that's where the homeless population usually hangs out.
yeah, and the Albertsons
Yeah.
but I totally can't find the other racist stuff he did because I lost that one. So I'm gonna screen share some other creepy shit that he did. His more pedophilic tendencies, which oh my god, that's where it gets the worst. Like the racist stuff is really bad. This is just freaking terrible. Have you seen this shit?
I haven't seen the actual. I mean, I've seen this guy talking about it, but I haven't seen most of the videos.
Yeah, this is from his yeah, this is from one of his podcasts. And then also I'm gonna go to it shows a clip of something he was involved Willow Smith, and it's freaking
Uh,
awful. It's freaking terrible. But this comes from his
I was
podcast.
probably 6 years old, and I was taking a picture of something, and the kid turns to me and goes, "Oh, are you Instagramming?" And first of all, how does a 5-year-old, 6-year-old know what Instagram is? Which is terrifying. Second of all, I
Not that bad, right?
yes, I was
Right
taking a
here.
picture of my salad. And the 6-year-old girl goes, "Oh, how many
it's
followers?"
kind of quiet. I can't hear this one as well.
5,000.
Okay.
No.
Almost as big as mine.
Really?
And I said, "Okay, little big dick, why do you have so many followers?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm a
How's
cheerleader."
that?
And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And she shows Instagrams, which are like, first of all, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, she's like sexy. She's like sexy.
You're disgusting.
I know. Listen, we've talked about
No,
pedophilia
this
before.
is Shane. Like, do not say this, and like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, you will get arrested. Like, he kind of can.
Listen,
he has this
allegedly-
justification for pedophilia,
Okay.
and it's so disturbing. And like, I just pretend that he doesn't.
Okay, wait,
and,
no,
like-
no. Let me explain. Let me
No.
explain.
Oh God,
Here's my justification for
I
pedophilia.
can't.
It's terrible.
Here's my.
I've
thing.
described
People have foot
myself
fetishes.
as a sexy baby. I have a picture of me at a young age going like that before I ever knew. Like I'm not justifying his thing. I feel like I can say I'm a sexy kid because I was a sexy kid, but like for a adult to say it, even if I think he thought. I really do believe he thought he was being edgy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because of the reoccurrence of everything. It's pretty damning, but
Yeah. Like
People have fetishes about, everything. Fine, everybody
just-
do your thing. So why is it when somebody looks
it's
at
horrible.
Google's like naked baby on Google and jerks off to it, they can get arrested? I
Because-
don't understand. that.
Because
Bro. I don't even want to call him bro.
he must have been looking at me. No, I don't.
Wench
I
thy fuck
The worst
face.
part of it, I actually went to Google and I'm like,
Oh,
I
God.
want to see.
I
You got
don't-
arrested. I know, but I just wanted to see, like, okay, let me pretend like I'm a pedophile for a sec.
It makes me really uncomfortable.
Fucking E. This
My
next bit's
pipes are
even
making
worse.
baby. First of all, they were sexy.
The ominous music doesn't help either.
Okay, back to the Instagram. So I look at this little girl's pictures, and she had makeup on. She had her tongue out. She was doing like the peace sign. She
I
was
don't know what random
like,
girl
is she, like,
picture they're
Betty
using,
Boo
but
Boo?
that's terrible.
No, she was like a skinny little sexy 6-year-old.
Oh god. Oh, I'll whip your hair back and forth. Oh.
Yeah, so that happened. It wasn't a clean transition there, but yeah, so he said that on his little podcast he does with his I guess it was his girlfriend at one point or whatever the fuck it was.
I don't know.
Oh,
This
but it
is
was
my skeeved out face. Just like,
oh, I know. And it gets worse.
because I like to play devil's advocate for people,
Well,
but I can't. You know, you can't.
I know that, like, okay, so I have a lot of dark humor stuff. I do a lot of jokes that are pretty dark, but there's a bit of a limit. We'll say there is a bloody fucking limit, and it's just that stuff is just, bro. That's not even like a joke. That's not even a bit. That's just like you being a weird pervert, man. So I feel like this is part of that thing of going, how did he even get to this platform where he's monetized saying such weird, creepy shit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Because I mean, Shane Dawson has been a thing for quite some time, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Because I hate it. I'm gonna take this shot.
Okay.
Fuck Shane Dawson a little bit, but I'm gonna take this shot.
Oh.
I can't. Yeah, I just don't understand what he thought. I don't know what he thought was going to happen there. Like, it's one of those things, like, it's not so much scary that he said it to me, because I can understand people are fucking idiots. It's just, like, he thought he was being edgy, blah, blah, blah. A lot of crazy shit has been done in the way of being an edgy, funny person.
Yeah.
But, like, it just looks like he doesn't have a basic understanding of why pedophilia is wrong.
That's kind of what it feels like.
And it's just like, what scares me, that's what scares me, is it's just like, I'm just like, how do you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here's his little apology here.
To the normalization of blackface or the normalization of saying the N-word.
After the racism apology, he addresses the clip with his cousin.
I didn't.
Way.
I saw a vlog clip of me and my cousin who was, I don't know, probably 12 or 13 at the time. And we were, I was doing the birds and the bees talk. Dumb, gross shit. And I remember a few years ago, I reached out to her mom, my aunt, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Like, this is insane. I can't believe I talked to, my cousin like that. And, she was like, oh my God, we know. It's okay. It was funny. Like, we all thought it was funny. Like, that's just how our family is. So I kind of took that as like, okay, well, then I don't need to apologize for it. But I do.
So his family is just that way. So apparently his family is just okay with
Well, I don't know. I just, because I had a friend like the blackface stuff to me, I remember seeing that when I was younger and just
Yeah.
being like, and I was the token black, I was the black friend. So it was
Yeah.
like seeing all that shit and just being like he was, because he was still popular when I was younger, and he was actually doing all this shit, and I was just like, it was one of those things I went along with just because everybody else was like, this guy.
Well, apparently he still has like 20 million followers.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like, cuz I believe people can change and like old shit and blah, but like he's got like a
He's got a lot.
really really rough go of, it's hard for me to be like, but dude, like there's so much going on that I'm kind of like, you want me to believe that, like, because again, like I grew up in like at my school there was like maybe 3 black people and one of them was my sister. So like people were throwing around the N word like it was nothing. And I just equate it to that time, Like there's a part of me that like there was a time when everybody was young and the N word was thrown around like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't get so mad when you're like young and thoughtless and you're throwing around the N word. But
Yeah, because like all this happens when he's at least, mid-20s.
that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, and
Mid
then
20s, that's rough. Like you should know better. I mean, I don't know if he's ever hung out with black people or anything either. He could just
here's the I found the other racist tab. Racist tab. But this is some of the shit that he's done as far as besides blackface.
Hair on the back of the box. Shauna, I really want her to have a channel, and she has a lot of fans, and like she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how to make a video. She's black. She doesn't even know how to. She just slaps her keyboard. So they want to.
So much so to where he had the black.
Like, that's even so much worse. Like, not only just like doing the blackface. Now he's just being an asshole.
yeah.
I don't even like.
I don't like him. I've never really liked him. My friends liked him because he's got like the kind of sceenish haircut. I would say that was kind of the comedy of my friend group.
Ugh.
Oh. I mean, can you imagine? Like, I am not. Safe to say, I am not friends with those people anymore. But yeah.
Like everything he does, it was like, look, man. Like I was half asleep, and when I woke up, the D'Angelo's video was like halfway through, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on here?" So I went and played it back from the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on with this guy?" Because all I knew of was I heard his name, and he's a YouTuber. That is all I knew about this fucking guy. But now I'm looking at the stuff that he's done. I'm like, "Oh, how?" Like he reached his fame in like 2010. How was this?
He was doing shit for a long time though. Like I'm pretty sure I was in middle school when I first saw one of his videos, but yeah, he's one that I can't because I like to try and like empathize with people. I'm an empath, like Shane Dawson.
Oh yeah. I didn't play that clip where you just call, I'm an empath and I just want to help people. And I want to help people. I've noticed though, like any people that I've met that are like, "Oh, I'm an empath," like
no.
Yeah, dude, like everybody that seems to like have to say that and tell you that they want to help people, I just go, but do you?
I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I like to try to understand people as much as possible, because I think a lot of people are just ignorant and don't. But he is one where it's just like I'm not
Yeah.
trying to like dive into that mindset. That's kind of just too much.
Yeah. All right. Shall we go back to him being creepy?
I mean, we have to.
All right. This one's pretty awful too.
Bitches wearing my Hot Topic shirts. Damn. Oh, if Justine wasn't watching, I would rape all of you.
That was the thing I remember too. People running around. I don't know if it was like this I'm 27, but like in my day, people used to run around and say like, "Oh, I want to rape you." Like that was the thing. That was the thing.
I do remember people saying stuff like that.
It was like an edge. It was like an edgy thing to say back in the day. Like
Yes.
before things were woke, people just talked like that.
The worst
And
thing
I'm
is,
sure
though,
like there's plenty of you who didn't talk like that. I didn't talk like that. I'm not saying that was like everybody was running around saying they wanted to rape people, because that's not true. I'm just saying like I knew a lot of people who talked like that.
yeah. Not condoning it, but it did
Not
happen.
condoning it, but that was a time in my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck him. I'm gonna fuck her. Then I'm gonna fuck him. Then I'm gonna make him react to it.
All of this in my
I'm assuming they were underage. I don't know who those people are.
Yeah, they were all underage. Because, underage, edgy. And I don't know. I just felt like it went a little too far.
It makes me uncomfortable. He really makes me uncomfortable. He's always made me uncomfortable. He's just
Well, and that's the thing. And then he started just having that whole I'm an empath and I'm this and I'm that. And all his shit was like even worse. I got the last thing, which is his little puppet show, which is fucking pretty terrible too. And then we'll just talk shit about this guy. How's that?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
All right.
Big dick? What does dick mean?
What?
Oh, hang on.
No, fan of the D.
Are you talking about your big dick? What does dick mean?
What? No. I was talking about D like Deezy. Man, where did you learn how to talk like that?
From watching Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, and iCarly. She's so cool and attractive. I love the way her hair flows down her back and brushes over her tight ass. Oh, that shit's so hot. And you know her and her butch friend experiment. I mean, wouldn't you, Deezy? Oh, and her newly developed breast. They're speaking to me. They're saying, hey, Millie, do you want to suck on us? Ooh. I mean, don't you think she's sexy, Daisy? Hey, what does sexy mean?
Whoa! Jump pluff!
Daisy, did you just come?
What? No!
Wait, Daisy, follow-up question. What does coming mean? Can you explain it to me in graphic detail?
but
Jesus. I'm not even sure what that one like. I don't know.
So the character, the little puppet character, is supposed to be an 8-year-old girl, and they get into all these sexual situations, and that was just like kind of one of them. There's like a whole bunch that are. It was him and the Fine Brothers, and it was just it's fucking horrible. And Neko Cupcake is in here, and I want to say hello. And she wanted to say hellos. And now that you mention it, she remembers girls getting all excited about guys saying that to them because it was something edgy and cool to say that I want to rape you. And that's, I don't know. I feel like different times, man.
Yeah, and I remember not thinking too much about it, what they're actually saying. I just remember totally being like, that's some shit people say, and then like, I don't know. I don't know. I think about all the shit people used to get away with saying, and because I'm not like the wokest of people, but some things have changed it for the better. Just a bunch of little kids running around being like, "Oh, I'm gonna rape you," like
See,
I'm gonna
Neko was like,
serenade
"Oh, what's
you.
wrong with you?" But yes, I do remember that being a thing because I think that started at some point when I was in like high school. I remember people saying that, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of a little weird."
I had
'Cause I
a
remember,
guy
'cause
sing "Rape Me" by Nirvana to me like it was a sonnet, like it was something romantic. Like,
okay, he missed the
yeah.
whole purpose of why he wrote that song.
I was kind of like, that is not a that's not a love song. That's not
It's not a
that's not
love song
cute.
at all.
And he left it to me in a voicemail, and I just remember sitting
Oh
there
my
listening
god.
to it like, "Oh my god, like what
Did he analyze what the
what?"
words actually, the words of the song actually are?
Well, you know the dude, you know he's fucking stupid.
Is it who I think it is?
It's 1,000% who you think it is.
Oh, that makes so much sense now. Ugh.
Just awful. Like I crazy.
I
I dated that dude on and off for 4 years.
oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And he grew up to be Shane Dawson.
Jesus. No. What a time.
Nick, I want to know, was it on mom's phone?
No, I had gotten a cell phone, and I just remember I showed everybody. I was one of those chicks where I was like, dude, he sat there and sang this song, like the whole fucking song to me, and I was just like, you gotta hear this.
Oh, you know.
No.
I just I don't know what does I don't know.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no excuses for that time of my life. Just bad decisions. Bad decisions.
Oh yes.
I wonder if he even remembers that, because I just remember being like I was sitting there like, first of all, this guy singing to me over the phone, and I was like, and I didn't pick up, but he was just like, hey, I was thinking about you, and then just like I was singing you a song, and then it was just singing, this song is playing, and I just thought of you, and then just being like singing "Rape Me" by Nirvana, the whole fucking song, and I was just like, okay, and I was like, I gotta show my friends immediately because I don't know how to respond.
I don't know how you're supposed to respond to that situation.
And he was in the army, so like it's not like I could.
That wasn't.
That was not who you thought.
No. That wasn't. I thought it was longer ago than that. I thought it was prior to that situation.
No.
Holy Jesus.
No.
Well, I guess that was still a little while ago, but at the same time. Oh man.
It was bad. It was bad. And he couldn't sing for shit, so that also added to just like what the fuck is happening right now? I have this long ass voicemail with this dude singing "Rape Me" by Nirvana. Like, oh my god.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I've made some poor dating decisions. Thank God I finally found a good one.
Well, Neko Cupcake knows her feeling. Her roomie still sings that song. Makes it awkward on purpose and looks somebody right in the eyes. Uh,
Oh,
see, oh damn it, yeah, no, damn it, things moved. Maverick would have got rid of him right there. At least
And-
Maverick has standard in his men.
yeah. He's 100% right. I should have just jumped in.
Oh, hey, this is inappropriate. I don't know why I clicked that on there. I don't know. Nirvana is not trash.
How dare you mock his religion?
I feel offended now. I need to go to my safe space.
His firstborn's
shit.
name is
I
Kurt.
can't go to my safe space. I think I just pulled out my headphones.
Nirvana was trash. I can hear myself. Yeah, you definitely pulled out your headphones.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I was trying to go to my safe space, but my headphones won't let me go there. And I pulled them out. Yes, I am triggered. I'm so triggered that I almost just like fucked everything up. I will have you know that Nirvana's not trash. I named my firstborn son after Kurt Cobain.
You were also 17, so
I still stand by Nirvana
yeah, that's true.
and Sublime.
I actually do really like Nirvana songs.
I will never step away from that. Now that everything's awkward and I feel so bad and I feel betrayed.
Betrayed?
Oh, the Nickelback of ska. First off, Sublime isn't necessarily ska. It's a combination of reggae and punk with a smidge of ska. Ska, new wave ska is a whole different situation here, Maverick. You're getting, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. Gonna let it go.
The man's got them tattooed on his body. What do you expect?
Yes. I very much do.
Oh, I was like, where is it?
It's way up on my shoulder. And the microphone's in the way. Oh, I will argue ska with you all day, every day.
I did used to love Nickelback, though, for a good second. But like I said, I have certain bands that I consider starter bands. Like Nickelback is a nickel band. Nickelback is a starter band. Papa Roach is a starter band. I would even say Korn's a starter band. Like, and eventually you get into the deeper, more hardcore, better versions of what that is. You know,
Sublime's not a starter band.
I would say Sublime's a starter band. Everybody knows Sublime. Everybody knows Nirvana.
I guess it is, but
if you're into grunge, I would say that's a starter band. Like there's punk starter bands. There's like every whatever's mainstream is usually a starter band. Into the deeper, you know.
But also, some of my favorite Sublime songs are not radio played Sublime songs. They have a lot of they have a full catalog that's a lot more than just Santeria and What I Got and Summertime or
Same
Doing
with
Time.
Nirvana.
Yeah, Nirvana is fantastic.
I like there's certain songs by Nirvana I still jam out to when I'm feeling types of way. Dumb is my favorite song. Aneurysm.
Yeah.
Shit like that. The whole, I don't know. They have songs that still get me, but Nickelback, yeah, that just turned out to be trash.
Yeah, there's no excuse for Nickelback, even if they are Canadian. And I would say the Foo Fighters is way weaker than Nirvana ever was.
I
You
don't
know,
like.
Dave Grohl was kicked out of Nirvana twice for not committing to the music.
I don't hate Foo Fighters. Um, oh yeah, System of a Down, Cigarette. Still, System of a Down is definitely a mood for me. Like
Yeah,
every once in a while, I'm just like, you know what? I'll pop in the CD. That's like that's the mood I'm in. I'm like, I'm gonna go back. I'm put in the CD. I still drive to System of a Down sometimes. So I'll just yeah,
Dave
I have.
Grohl wouldn't still be in music had Kurt Cobain not convinced him to stay in the band because he kept refusing to come to all the practices and everything because Kurt Cobain wanted to make the band live a lot longer. You know, it's Kurt Cobain that created Dave Grohl. So thank you very much. Eat my balls.
I don't think you're gonna win this one, Justin.
Oh, I will keep going. There is
Fight to the death, sir. But
oh yes. I will take Kurt Cobain over Dave Grohl any day.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't listened to like Foo Fighters in a while. I don't know what's going on. I just see the wholesome stuff he does. So I don't really yeah. I'm not a Foo Fighter person, but
I like their first two albums. I'll give them that. I mean, I don't hate them, but I'm just saying, Nirvana's still my thing. Nirvana, Sublime, and then a whole slew of punk rock and ska of various generations. What? Where? Ducking what?
he's just more focused on defending himself.
And Kurt Cobain,
And Kurt
he always spelled the Cobain with a C. It was the Kurt part that he changed multiple times. It was a C or it was a Kurt, Kurdt. There was a lot of things.
I still like. I don't listen to Nirvana every day, but I think they've got some bangers.
They got a lot of great songs.
Um,
Hey, my son's name is Kurt. Settle down, Maverick. This podcast has gone to total anarchy.
Justin,
We're supposed to be talking shit about Shane Dawson. I can't come at you, bro. You're across the internet. I would reach across there and just flick you in the balls if I could. But I will take this moment to say, as a person that does not condone violence, except for in an octagon or a ring, Maverick, I will just ignore your poor decisions in life, and I still care about you. You know, opposites attract, and I think your fro is very attractive.
Mm.
I will give you that much. All right. Now that everything is now that everything's off the rails and I'm trying to put it back on.
Let's go talk about this. Like, I enjoyed that break from Sean.
You do not kill me in this argument. I'm trying to be the better man. Well,
oh, thank you. That makes me feel good. I appreciate.
Neko likes Diane's fro over Maverick's. I will say
He-
Diane's fro is a little bit more well kept. Maverick's is a little bit more of an anarchy fro.
I like that though. Anarchy, bro.
Yes. Even though he doesn't understand the foundations of solid punk rock.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Sublime Traps is in here.
Hello.
I wouldn't say he was on fire. You might want to set him on fire now, but that's a different story.
No, Maverick's become the hair of the relationship. Everybody loves Maverick's hair. Everybody's always like, yeah. My hair, but I like his fro. That's
All
amazing.
right, Maverick, we'll talk punk. What are you going to come at me? You can tell me Crass is the best punk man that ever lived? I think not.
I think not.
All right. So Shane Dawson's a real twat. How's that?
Yeah, right?
That's something we can all agree on. So Maverick is saying, are you saying Bad Religion is the best punk band or they're not the best punk band? I don't know. Because Crass is crap. Bad Religion, I very much love, who was also very close to Bradley Noel. And they work together quite frequently and they cover each other's songs. So, balls in your mouth, balls in your mouth. Crass is kind of a knockoff of
I'll be honest though.
Crass is kind of a knockoff of the Clash, I would say.
I do actually have a. Are they the ones who sing Green Machine?
Crass?
Or am I thinking of something else? I have them on one of my driving playlists that I listen to when I go back and forth.
I know. I've only heard a couple songs of Crass, and I wasn't digging it.
It might not be Green Machine, but I definitely have a song of theirs for driving.
So Shane Dawson's a twat. I don't know.
Yeah, he is, and he just, I honestly don't know if we need to see more.
Oh, I already went through it. There was so much more that I could gone through, but I didn't want to go through it all. I feel like I went through too much as it is.
Yeah, it made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, apparently he actually hasn't done anything since that little apology that he did. And he's I don't know if he's done forever, but he's done for now.
I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, because he's still he's still got like 20 million followers, which is absurd. I mean, why would you follow him when you could follow this kind of classy content right here?
Yeah,
what other podcast gets into arguments with their moderators? And just all anarchy breaks loose. I'm just saying, this is quality content that you don't get anywhere else. That's why we're the best of the bottom. We're slumming it, but we're the best of all of it. Bam. Look at that for a tagline. How's that?
Perfect, Justin. Perfect.
God, the importers inspired me.
The Importers has inspired a lot of things I've done. Some good, some bad.
True. I've made some good and bad decisions on both. No, Sublime. Maverick does not like Nirvana. Or Sublime. And I feel slightly betrayed.
I'll be honest, Justin. Like, I don't want to be. I don't want this to be a thing. But when Maverick describes Sublime as the Nickelback of ska, I agreed immediately.
What?
I felt like that was the most accurate description.
All right, I'm going to my safe space.
The first time he said that, I was like, that's 100%. Poor kid. Poor kid. Your son's name, who is Kurt, his middle name is also Bradley.
Ah, damn it.
Your kid is named after two bands that we have made fun of this day.
Kurt's name is Kurt Bradley. He is named after both. But I still stand by it. I'm not going to waver.
Well, yeah, he's 20 now, so that's been done. Like
I am not going to waver.
He's Kurt Bradley.
Both of those were my favorite bands then, and I still stand by them being my favorite bands now.
Well, I feel like it would be a shame if you were just like, you named your son this and you're like, God, I hate those bands.
No.
I feel like you have to. You have to
I still listen to both of those bands on a very regular basis.
I'll listen to Sublime and Nirvana.
And by the way, Kurt loves the fact that he's named after Kurt and Bradley Noel. You know, Kurt, God damn it. Kurt Cobain and Bradley Noel. He's proud of it. And you know what? Eat my balls. You can't call CPS. He's 20 now. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways. I still got so much fucking importers to go through. Yeah, I got Fruit Punch, and then let me go back for this.
Yeah, I've got like a shot left, and I'm saving some of the.
This is still terrible. This is still terrible. Bad parenting.
Hey, if you wanna, Maverick, if you wanna come in and taste some right now, show the world your fro as well. Feel free, but I'm probably I guess it's almost time to close this up.
Yeah, we're about to close out here in just a second. Yes. And the chat isn't aware. Yes, we do love each other. Just sometimes we disagree. That's just how it is. You know, that's life. Some people make bad decisions. I'm not going to say who makes bad ones because I'm the better man.
I'm not going to say who makes bad decisions, but not me. You know? Not I.
Nirvana fucking sucks.
God damn it. Fucking terrorist. Terrorist, I say. There's the Maverick with his fro
So beautiful.
making an appearance.
Looking extra luxurious.
Extra anarchist.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you want to take this last shot? Nah, okay.
I can take a shot at that.
All right. I think it's winding down. I think I might just drink this and go pass the fuck out because I'm feeling that like
You're feeling the shame from from the conversation, or
I do not feel shame from anything. I do feel shame. I do feel shame for actually, you know what? I don't feel that shame because none of the stuff I played on here actually tagged any of Shane Dawson's stuff. So he did not get any additional views from us.
Well, that's good.
They came from D'Angelo Wallace's YouTube account and I forgot the other ones, like King Z or something like that. So Shane does not get anything from us. And I am proud to say that because he was a cunt whistle. A real twat nozzle. I mean, like,
I legitimately feel for people where their past is coming up and haunting them because I feel like it doesn't give people the room to grow that it should. But that's rough. He is rough.
But at the same time, he hasn't done anything to grow from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's never just owned up and been like, "Oh, look, I made poor decisions. This is unacceptable." Like he passes the buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he needs to just flat out like own up the fact that he's done some weird ass shit that is inappropriate. Not just pass it off as, "Oh, they were bad jokes." Be like, "Oh, look, man. Either you're trying to be funny and it didn't work, or I don't know." Of course, the stuff with the underage kids was just like so, because there was even more of that than anything else. That was even like
I'm just like, even if he thought like, "Oh, this is an untapped mind. People aren't making pedophilia jokes." Like it's just like what? That is such a strange. It's a strange conclusion to come to. I just
there's lots of people making pedophilia jokes. The only difference is those ones actually work out funny because they're not like exploiting an actual person.
Yeah, or yeah.
Or
he involves actual children in
yes.
his. I'm like, yeah, it's not. He hasn't. I don't even know if he's crossed that line or not. But that's the thing that's extra. Is it's just shady and it makes you wonder.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to God he hasn't done anything more than just anything else. I don't know. I have no idea what this guy's life is like, but at the same time, it just, you know,
it's rough. It's rough.
Yes.
Like the Jeffree Star stuff is rough. Too, just because I mean the racist shit.
Yeah.
But like I said, like there is a part of me that is like everybody talks like that. Not saying it was right, but I grew up with a bunch of people saying the N-word and not necessarily meaning it.
Yeah.
They knew it was offensive, but I don't think they treated it. I don't know Jeffree Star. Like I said, I met him once, and he made me not want to meet anybody ever again. But
not sure what that says.
Yeah,
I met him once, and now I regret that whole thing.
Yeah, well, it was a weird experience, but I just feel like the pedophilia thing on top of the racism thing, and then the bestiality thing that we didn't really touch on.
I didn't get into that. It was just, I felt like there was just too much at once. It was just, I mean, we're already going over, but it just.
That guy, He'll be back though. I feel like he'll be back.
Yeah, just hopefully he's not trying to make out with minors anymore, or blackface or whatever the fuck he's trying to do. Hopefully he's just, hopefully he realizes, he's been a shitbag and he does something to fix it.
Do you know how old he is? I don't know if we've.
I don't know. In one of the videos, he said he's like 31 or 32.
Mm.
But so he's probably like 33, 34 now. I don't know. Either way,
I mean, maturity doesn't come with age necessarily, but
no.
That's rough.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. The lessons learned here is importers. It's a good way to get you where you want to be at a low cost.
Just don't let it fuck up your life.
Yes. Just don't let it fuck up your life. Tequila trains sound fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be interested in going on that tequila train one day. And don't pull a Dawson. Those are proper life lessons. Sublime has a prediction: 23 years and 23 days. If that is right on the money, I'm impressed.
Yeah, dude.
Strong work. I appreciate your prediction. But yeah, tequila trains are fantastic. And Porter's is great. Don't pull a Dawson. And beware of time traveling swordsmen.
Yeah.
You don't want to end up in that kind of situation. So this has been Best of the Bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. And you can find us on YouTube at the Perico Productions channel, or if you want to just take some shortcuts, go to pericoproductions.com. It has links to all our social media, some merchandise, and all kinds of other random shit that's there. And, like, share, subscribe, give us a follow here on Twitch. If you don't subscribe on Twitch, we appreciate anything you do to help us keep going. We are trying to do the best we can to provide some quality, wholesome entertainment right here, as you can see from this lovely podcast that we've created here. And yeah, we appreciate all you guys for watching. We're going to give a little raid here in just a moment. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck we are going to raid here. So I'm going to go to where I want you to go. Sorry, I was having technical difficulties. Now, let's see who we are going to raid, since it was Moonbeam that gave us a little raid. Let's pass it along. We are going to raid. I guess we're going to raid Dizzy Pillow again. He looks like he is playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So that is where we are about to go. We appreciate you guys, and Sublime is going to see us all on the 6-hour live. Maverick, explain why Nirvana sucks. Yes, Maverick, explain yourself. Explain yourself, fool. So, give us a follow, like, share, subscribe, join the family, bring it in, and we will see you next time. And Maverick, still love you. Tastes pretty good.